Pastor Towns, Brother Blair, Brother Brown, and also like to thank Pastor Blankenship and Pastor Bembry for always just supporting the church, supporting everyone, no matter what's going on. They're always supporting us. You may be seated. I don't have an opening verse, but I do have a question. Who here has heard the phrase, "We need to wait on the Lord"? See, there can be a problem with the way we think of this phrase sometimes. We need to wait on the Lord, but when it comes to our calling, we can't just wait on the Lord and let God take care of everything. When it comes to our calling, we start thinking, well, if I just have faith in God, and if I show up on Sunday and Wednesday services, God will use me when he wants to. And that is true to an extent, but when we think all we have to do is come to services and do nothing with what God has given us and just wait on him to do all the work that needs to be done, while that happens, we can start thinking, well, maybe God doesn't want to use me. 6 months go by, I guess I'll just wait on him just a little longer to see if he uses me. A year plus goes by, we start thinking that God doesn't want us to have a call. God doesn't want to use us. But we have to start working outside our calling. We can't just come up and do our calling immediately, because if you're not involved with ministry outside of ministry, I have been told before that if you feel a call in ministry, you will be attacked by the enemy, and he'll do whatever he can to stop you from preaching, from singing, from teaching, from ushering, and anything that involves being used in the church. And then when we receive our calling, we want to just be thrown into our calling immediately. And when we don't, we get like, well, God, why aren't you using me? And he told me something. He said, how are you going to ask me to put you on the front lines of spiritual warfare if you don't know how to swing your sword? Let me tell you something. There are people here that have been called for many years, and you are waiting for God to move all the obstacles. God will move obstacles in our call, but until we start doing the work that needs to be done, we will not be used. I'll close with this. James chapter 2, verse 26. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. It says that faith without works is dead. If you have faith in God, that's good. But if you are not working while you are waiting for God to use you, then your faith is dead. We can wait on the Lord and be faithful all we want to and wait on him to use us. But until we start working outside and toward our call while we are waiting for God to use us, then our faith is dead. Be blessed, church.